Hi, friends. Let's learn a new phrase. In fact, with the help of examples, a conversation, and a story. The phrase in fact is used to emphasize the truth or reality of a statement, to add more precise, specific, or surprising information, or to correct or contradict a previous statement. Here are a few more synonyms or alternatives for the phrase in fact.
Hi, everyone. Here are a few examples that will help you understand the phrase, in fact, in context. She is a talented student. In fact, she won the Award of Excellence last year. It seems like a small business idea. In fact, it requires a lot of skill and expertise. She looks tired. In fact, she didn't get enough sleep during the final phase of the project.
Let's listen to a conversation that illustrates the meaning and usage of the phrase in fact. Did you see how quickly Maria finished the project? I thought it would take her at least a week.
Yeah, she's incredibly efficient. In fact, she finished it 2 days ahead of schedule.
Seriously? I thought she just submitted it on time.
Nope. In fact, the manager was so impressed that he asked her to lead the next project.
Wow, I had no idea. I used to think she was a bit quiet and reserved.
She is, but don't let that fool you. In fact, she's one of the most reliable people on the team.
That's good to know. Maybe I should ask her for tips on managing deadlines better.
You should. In fact, she's always happy to help others if you just ask.
Thanks for the heads up. I'll talk to her after lunch. The phrase, in fact, is used as a conversation to add emphasis, clarify, or correct assumptions by providing surprising or more precise information. It strengthens what's being said by highlighting a truth or reality that might not be obvious at first. Friends, here's a story that will help you understand the phrase in fact in a contextual and comprehensive way. Michael was known around school as the quiet kid. He rarely spoke in class, always sat in the back, and never seemed interested in anything other than his notebook. Most students assumed he was shy or just didn't care. One day, the school announced a talent show. To everyone's surprise, Michael signed up. Some students whispered that he probably wouldn't show up at all. On the night of the event, Michael walked onto the stage with nothing but a guitar. The auditorium fell silent, unsure of what to expect. He adjusted the mic and began to play. As he sang, the entire audience was stunned. His voice was deep, soulful, and full of emotion. In fact, it was so powerful that even the teachers were left speechless. After his performance, the crowd erupted into applause. Some students who had never spoken to him before came over to congratulate him. "I didn't even know you could sing," one classmate said. Michael smiled. "In fact, I've been playing and writing music for years. I just never had a reason to share it before." From that day on, people saw Michael in a completely different light. He wasn't just the quiet kid anymore. In fact, he became one of the most admired students in school. The phrase, in fact, is used in the story to emphasize surprising truths or reveal details that challenge assumptions. It highlights reality in contrast to what others believe, making it an effective tool for shifting perspective and adding clarity.